Welcome back, folks, to the world of Azera. Last week, Elly and Ryan sat down with their new party member, the fused personality of Penny and Anisha, who's now choosing to go by Ariana. Worried about their friend, Ryan seeks out help from Nicholas, Penny's old mentor. Meantime, Elly and Ben meet with Commander Sarita, who's leading the attack on Caraquette. Ryan struggles with learning that her aunt has kidnapped Arsen to use as leverage against her in the coming war. Welcome to Darkness and Dragons. I'm your Dungeon Master, Melissa, and with me, as always, is...
Me! I am Laura, and I am playing Ryan/Verity, the Azamar rogue. Yeah.
I'm Sarah. I play Elly Pilwickin, the Sylphie Barbarian.
Yeah.
And I'm Michael. I am playing the happy-go-lucky wizard, new character-ish, Ariana.
Is she still happy-go-lucky?
We'll see.
She's kind of chill. She's got a new vocal intonation.
It's true, yeah.
That could make her more or less chill.
Yeah.
Or more or less happy or go-lucky.
It's true.
Or
She
maybe
could be
just
happy or go lucky.
She could be both and neither.
I mean,
or one could be one and the other could be the other.
I mean, I guess coming back from the dead and not being a zombie is pretty good luck in D&D world.
That is pretty good, yeah. That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
No.
It could be worse.
I think it's a win.
Everything could be worse. We know this.
Every
We know this.
time it could be worse.
Keep that in mind.
Last week you guys were planning your ridiculous plan to assault the Capitol. For those of you who are watching on the stream or in YouTube, you will be able to see to our side some maps. So our friends are in the border along the eastern edge of Caraquette and have to somehow find a way to assault the capital, which is almost on an island. Like, it's basically surrounded by water. Or they have to walk all the way around. So it's been fun trying to figure out what to do about that. And then we have a little bit of a close-up of the city proper. You see just how big it is and how many streets there are to get through to get all the way to the castle. Or, of course, you could cross the river and be right at the castle. So we'll see what we're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yay!
So many lives.
Sure, let's go with that.
Sure.
Okay, so who wants to start planning a war first?
I guess me.
Yeah, you do.
Sure.
The general and party leader, that's your thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what your subtitle says now. Newly minted Rebel Commander. That's what you are. You're no longer Sophia Barbarian.
I want to go back. I want to get off this ride.
Like this ride anymore.
I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
I want to get off.
That's how I feel about the real world right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Elly, so last time we left you, you and Ben had disappeared for the night together. So, does he wake up first, or do you wake up first?
I'm out of bed at like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
so
you're gone, right? Like, you're like, I'm not gonna talk about this yet.
we're not spooning. This is not what's happening.
No.
Yeah, no.
You're like
I'm
getting out of there.
I'm ootin' a boot.
Okay, you bust out of the tent and out into the day, doing some very acrobatic. I don't know. I feel like you are like a lunge person. I feel like you just like lunge your way out of like the tent.
It's just how I celebrate the morning.
Just
Some
wake
deep
up.
lunches. Yep. Let's go with that.
You see some of the other commanders preparing for their days as well. Is there anybody you want to talk to?
Yeah.
So, the three that you'd met last time was Sarita. She's a gnome warlord, and she's the one who's leading all of the technical assault and kind of coordinating all the different groups. Then we had Malik, who is a golem who is made of stone, who was hanging out with Ariana yesterday. And then we have Karis of House Reynard, who is the Eladrin warrior who swore loyalty to Ryan and maybe subtly suggested that he would side with her if there was a war against her aunt. Just subtly. Just like, if I had to pick a side, it's yours, because I liked your brother. So yeah, any of them you want to talk to? Or do you want to go find someone new? Or do you want to find one of your friends?
Yeah, I'll go find Sarita.
Ryan does have some military knowledge as well. Like, this was part of... Just throwing that out there. No need to come get me. Just letting you know.
I mean, you're probably, just still fuming because our son got kidnapped.
Does that not make for better, more efficient battle plans?
Yep. I'll go more.
Do we have, our own campfire, separate from, the other campfire, the common campfires, where we have, our special campfire for the leader's campfire?
You're an infantry person, so I can't. We can't have
Sorry, you can't.
Your campfire is over there. That fire is for you. This fire is for us.
And then if I'm at any of the fire, I'm just like, everybody's welcome. Yay!
So yeah, Ryan's already there first thing in the morning. Sun's barely risen.
Nothing else to do. Nothing else to do.
I'll lunge over there.
Actual lunges?
Well, apparently that's how I start my mornings.
Lunges.
Just a thought. I'm not forcing lunges on you.
No, it's too late. It's happening now.
It's too late. It's happening.
Morning.
Mm. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, about as well as anyone can sleep on the eve of battle. So.
Right, we can talk battle afterwards. So sit down and tell me everything. Sit down. On a grab. Sit down.
I'm sitting now.
Damn right you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. What happened? Yes, you do. Does Ellie blush? Is she blushing?
Nope. We went to bed. It was very PG-13.
That's disappointing.
Well, I've got other things in my mind. Maybe.
This is the giant battle. I get it. Right. Fine.
Yeah.
What's the point of distraction? Right? It can't just be all battle, all the time, all depressing information. I was hoping that you would give me something a little bit happier, but that's fine.
We'll work on it. How about that?
I'd appreciate that. You'll do that for me, right? It's a friendship thing.
Yes, all of my sexual exploits are only for you.
No, right? No. Okay, reverse. No. Too far. No.
For you.
Nope.
This is the face that you want to remember every time you're getting...
No, I will think of you now.
Only that face.
Yeah.
No, you took that, and then you leapt to the other side of the river. Right. No, that's not...
For April Fools, Ben just took a picture of Ryan and stuck it to his abs. He took off his shirt and it's just like, ah!
Ryan!
Oh, God.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I just want to... Okay. I'm glad you had a nice night. Okay.
What time is it anyway?
It's like 4:30 in the morning.
Okay, yeah, Ariana is still asleep and like ugly sleeping, like
Anna in Frozen.
100% Anna. That's what I'm channeling with this character.
All right. Do you guys want to have any more conversation together, or do you want to wait until Ariana gets up and kind of have your team planning meeting?
I did speak to Ariana a little bit, and I know it's weird right now, but maybe we just backseat it. And so far, nothing spooky, but keep our heads on.
Okay.
Also, I think we should have some live bombs made by Tiff if she can, and see if we can have some potions made as well. So, my
Right.
process.
That's a good idea. Do you have numbers of...
If you guys want to come up with your overall plan, how you want to do it, we'll make sure that Sarita will make sure that the most appropriate soldiers are put wherever you need them to go. So if you have a stealthy group, she'll make sure that there's a stealthy group going to do this task. You just need to tell them what the overall goal is. Are you guys going to march across are you going to like freeze the river and march across? Are you going to make boats? Are you going to march around north or south?
I mean, I think freezing the river might be best bet.
It's a long river.
That avoids the entire city, though. So any people that we would lose fighting through, and that's a big-ass city. So, I mean, calculated risks, I suppose. My vote would also be for the river.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys definitely have enough soldiers to be able to freeze kind of a thin-ish path straight across, but it's going to use up a lot of people's magical capabilities to do so.
Great.
Only so many spell slots.
No, but if everyone is still well-rounded, those people should still be. It's not like they're out of commission if they're
got a job to do, right? Like, and if their job is get everyone safely to the castle, that's a pretty good use of the heavily spellcasting group.
Yeah, and we do have people who fly. We do, so they won't need, so they will be at the top of their game, right? We have people who fly. We have people who can ride on Pegasus.
Are there any special things you want people to be doing are you all agreement actually first that you want to ford the river to get to the castle? Is that your kind of your entry point? You'll be able to have a little bit of a loose plan of what you're going to do moving forward, but obviously stuff will happen along the way. So, if anybody wants to figure out what you want to have some of their soldiers doing. So, for example, you're going to have people freezing the river. Do you want some, like, fog thrown up? Do you want...
Ooh, yeah.
Any other cool spells you guys want to have kind of on the go? Are you going to plan it with some weather pattern or something? You guys can argue that will give you kind of a benefit towards this working well.
Yeah.
You're just giving us all the information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we block off the castle from the rest of the city? So I don't know, like a wall of. I mean, but you can pour a flammable liquid and set that on fire. Something that anything or anybody from outside the castle, so that we're only fighting the people in the castle and nobody else can join. I mean, ideally, Liam will bring his people around with us so that we will far outnumber them coming in. So any guards or people who happen to support Penelope that are in the actual city won't be able to get into the castle.
Let's focus on getting there first. There'll be different kind of phases of your fight. So there's like the getting to the city, getting to the castle, and then actually going about, killing some people, assuming that's your goal. So if we're still focused on the phase of this that is getting to the castle. So anything that helps you cross the water, any kind of connection you have with Lien that might get you closer.
I definitely think the fog is a good idea because it's like a natural camouflage. It doesn't set off any alarms.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a way for us to get some defense up on the other side before we cross. Does anyone know hallucinatory terrain that maybe they can set it up on the other side of?
Oh, maybe.
Of the bridge.
Maybe those bombs can go off in a part of the castle that's furthest away from the water, and then, like as the bridge is being created, because I'm sure that bridge is going to take a long time, and have a number of troops stationed there with the explosion. We'll call those the expendables,
Okay.
They're just going to get wrecked.
Okay, so expendable distraction fire.
Yeah, and we want them to just like go down fighting. Like, thank you for your great service. Many of you will die, and that's a sacrifice we're ready to make.
Is that what you're gonna tell those soldiers? Like, I'm thinking, like Sarita kind of looks at you and you give that feedback, like, maybe you don't tell them. Like, we need an expendable force.
Yes. Who wants to go out
to die
hero?
as possible.
Who wants to go down a hero? Let's frame it with that. Also, I don't think Ariana is presenting any of these ideas in that framework at all. This is just all me.
That's just you. That's just like my personal behavior about like full on just burn them.
I don't think. Well, this is the issue, right? Because Ariana wouldn't have any idea where to even begin. So I think she's more of just like, I can magic. I can raise some dead.
I mean, we can take like when I say small, I don't mean small. I mean, like a decent size as far as defense goes. Separate party through the city, kind of causing havoc as they go. Planting bombs, lighting things on fire.
Okay.
Stab a guard here. Kind of like everyone takes a street.
So is the goal to get the guards to think that this is the main attack, or is this just to sow absolute chaos in the streets?
Yep, chaos.
I want to say it's a little bit of both, though. I want them to believe like the chaos is the cover for the bombing, which will then go off. And they're like, oh shoot, the chaos was just a front. But surprise, the bombs are the real front.
Okay, so maybe
either way to distract from the mass force that's coming from the water.
Yeah. So try to make some unrest, try to make some scared people in the streets. Ariana probably knows some locations where a bomb placed may make people extra scared.
I think Tiff and I can take that helm, and we can hide the bombs, and I can raise some dead, and yeah. Because once a couple soldiers come down or go down, then they're all mine.
just get more troops, right?
Everyone
wants Castlevania. Just do like a. If you can't.
Paul and Isaac.
You can't beat Isaac. Hector's fine though. You can beat Hector. That's not difficult.
You leave him out of this.
The weak boy.
You leave sweet Hector out of this.
Okay, so you're going to be freezing the path over and using some fog to try to hide the fact that you are approaching, which is really cool. You're also going to be sending in a small-ish force into the city to sow chaos, and also to plant a few strategic bombs to try to make it seem like that is the actual plan.
I mean, that's a decent-sized force.
Yeah.
Like, one person to cover every kind of city street, you're still looking at kind of 40, 50 people.
Yeah.
We don't even have that many people, do we?
You guys have...
We don't have, like, a lot of people.
Elly has 10 battalions of 50 people, which is 500 people, directly under her. And then each of the other commanders has the same. So, you probably have about 3,000 or 4,000 troops. Okay.
All right.
Not bad.
I mean, it's still, dangerous as hell.
Okay. We want to give Ariana and Tiff the half stealthy people.
Who are the half stealthy people? You're stealthy.
I mean, I can go, but I'm only one person, so.
I'm going, and I'm only one person.
But we need more stealthy, but you're not stealthy.
I can be stealthy.
Sweetheart.
I mean,
am I not stealthy?
I mean, she might be now.
Yeah.
That's true. This is a new...
Whole new world.
Yep. Whole new world.
Okay. The last thing you guys will need to deal with is once the troops are walking over the water, get to the castle, they are going to have to climb some really tall walls.
I'll stay with them.
So do you have a plan to try to get those troops over the edge as quickly and... Or
How many people can a
other
Pegasus carry?
2, maybe 3 if it's like not wearing plate mail.
Just up quickly over the walls, get people in. We don't have time to build and carry. Oh, we can't carry across the water.
Do
Ladders.
what about crossbows with grappling hooks attached to the ends and rope?
Okay.
Do like half that, half Pegasus.
All right.
And maybe the people on the Pegasus can kind of like drive anyone back that's near the walls, so everyone can get up over.
You're going to need people over, because if not, then people climbing ropes are going to be archer foddy.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the reality of it
fodder.
is whoever's walking across this water / climbing up this wall is you're gonna lose some people.
Yeah.
Great.
But
We can do our best.
If you keep that fog up against the wall, that should hopefully give you guys a little bit of cover and protection. Are there any other specific spells or...
How many Pegasus do we have?
You have 120.
That's not fucking bad. Okay, so you take 120 Pegasus. Seriously, you take 120 Pegasus, carrying, let's call them 3 people. Okay, we're gonna do an armor dump. Okay, we're gonna go with the stabbiest people that are the lightest. Okay, we want rogues. Okay,
You want rogues, we want gnomes.
Yep.
Rogue gnomes.
Rogue gnomes. We're gonna fill up the Pegasus with rogue gnomes.
5 of them, man. Just get like a long saddle made.
Perfect. Yep. As many small, light rogues. We want the stabby people up there, okay? And then they can hopefully try and kill as many kind of archers around the walls before we actually have people starting to climb up. So hopefully our casualties from arrows being aimed down then will be minimized.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can dump like 500 stabby gnomes up there. Are you a stabby gnome? I think Kara said that like most of his troops are going in first as well, and they should all be mostly magical. I'm making the assumption because they're Eladrin, but
Pretty much, there's definitely a heavy focus in the army that you have on magic.
okay, we can't let most of his people die because he's behind me. So if we can, I might need them. So if we could just please.
Can you Karis's people, please? I need them for another war
Please.
later.
I might need them because I might have to wage another war.
Once you
Oops.
stop, once you pop, you just can't stop.
Something like that.
I don't think that's what the saying means.
I don't think they were talking about war, but you know what?
Okay. There are also, just so you guys know, some drainage pipes that lead out of the castle into the water and actually out from the city as well. They aren't very big and they would be hard to navigate, but they are available whether or not you want to do something to them or...
We just used up all of our gnomes.
I kind of like raise my hand and be like, "What about halflings?"
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, you guys are tiny too, right?
Wow.
Well,
Of course, an Asimar would say that. It's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
They call you an Asimar for a reason.
okay, I deserve that one. We're done now.
We're done.
We're done. I deserve that one.
So
But we're done.
There
But we're
are
done.
there are some areas where you could, if somebody wanted to navigate poop or put bombs in the sewer system, backfill all the toilets, lots of those options.
Not it.
Yeah, I already shot you. Not it.
Yeah.
I'm doing bombs. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Bomb the sewers. And depending on how well you guys roll when the time comes, who knows? It might even open up a pathway in the city.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. That sounds like a pretty solid plan.
Okay. What role does Lien play and their troops in this?
Have we met up with them yet?
You've sent word. You will hear back. Well, you will probably meet up on the march to Caraquette.
Okay. Ariana's going to suggest we hold off assigning them any role until they can weigh in on it.
Yeah, and how many people they have and what their skills are. And
yeah.
Sneakiness.
I mean, if he comes with like 5 guys, then this conversation is moot. So
well, they're just going to be
so I got 5 guys.
5 great
And
guys.
Carmen. Got 5 guys and Carmen.
In all honesty, though, I think they would be really good doing some sneaky stuff with Tiff and I, because like we know the city from the up ground, but I'm sure they know the city from below ground, and they probably know the best places to put diverting bombs, right? Like to create A, the most amount of chaos, and B, the best way to navigate that so we don't get caught.
Yeah, I agree. We should at least take some of them with us.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that leads to a very interesting question, which is, there are all of these things going to happen in various troops. Where are you guys going to be during the fight?
Well, I figure I'm going to be down on the chaos front with Tiff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be crossing the water and scaling the wall to get in with, I guess, the brute of the army.
Ryan?
Don't really have a place where, I don't know, wherever I'm needed.
Which story are you more interested in being part of? Like, what do you think Ryan can best contribute?
I don't know.
We come back to that maybe
yeah.
as we figure out what the next stage of your battle plan is, and maybe
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How long before we initiate plan?
Sarita says that the earliest you guys could put this into practice would be probably a week.
Okay.
You can probably hide out in these forests for quite a while, but once you start marching towards Caraquette, it's going to become obvious that you're traveling with the size of force you are.
Okay.
Her recommendation is that once you start marching, you march pretty hard and pretty fast, and you kill off anybody who is on guard, basically, around, just to try to stop messages from getting back to the city. It will also give you guys away a little bit, but less than knowing exactly your forces.
Okay. So I'm going to keep our zombie friend with us, and a day before we begin to march, I will order him just to go to the city and then break the spell. So that is just a mindless zombie heading towards the city.
Just one zombie.
A day before.
That's fair. Just to make a little bit more of that fear and chaos.
It's the single raindrop before the flood.
Okay, so it's
So
like
nice.
just the reminders. Just bring him by on a Pegasus, let him go, and
Yeah.
Oh no, he's just gonna walk. There's gonna be no.
just gonna walk his way there.
He's gonna walk his way
break a
there.
leg.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
Okay, so that will get you guys kind of to the castle, where you will have to contend with some palace guards, and obviously the Empress, Emperor, Crown Prince, and other such important friends. I mean enemies. I mean frenemies.
Yep. That's it.
So, any thoughts of how you're going to do that? Who's getting killed immediately, and who's being captured, etc.?
Team Expendables 2.0.
Eventually, they're going to all be expendable. You realize that, right?
Yep.
Surrender, I think, would be ideal, if possible.
Yeah, you want them to surrender?
Ideally.
Okay. So do we want to deliver some kind of threatening message, maybe? Like, drop it in someone's bedroom, or shoot an arrow at someone's head? I don't know. How are you
If we're getting to the point that we're winning, I mean, you can't threaten surrender until you have a platform with which to ask someone to surrender.
Okay.
I mean, you can't ask someone to surrender before you even start. They'll be like, no.
No, thank you.
No. But once everyone starts dying and things start looking a bit worse, then
Are you going to direct that surrender message to anyone in particular?
it has to be.
The Royal Heinies?
Yeah. I don't think I can choose between Penelope and Kate. I think they're both. I don't know. Maybe I suppose if I had to bet, maybe Kate's more cowardly. But I don't know. I think Penelope will go down fighting. I don't think, but I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But maybe if we have some leverage, she might change her mind.
Okay, so are you guys gonna, let's say, try to kidnap Raph and then tell Atlas to stand down, for example?
That was my plan.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good plan.
Alright. Step 1, kidnap Raph. Step 2, blackmail Atlas. Step 3, profit.
Blackmail his mother.
Step 3 is just a giant question mark. Then step 4 is profit.
Step 4, get a big bag to put the money in. I mean, the heads in.
Okay, so if one of the important points of your plan is kidnapping Raph, how are you guys going to go about doing that early enough that, you know, it's going to be able to be good leverage for you? You've got to get to him before someone can protect him.
I'll go.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, alright. There we go. We know
I am level 6 super sneaky. Know my way around the castle?
Super sneaky.
Snoopa sneaky.
Alright,
Snoop.
so you will probably go in with Ariana and Tiff into the city, but you will make a beeline for the castle and sneak your way in and try to kidnap you a healer boy.
Yeah, buzz, bitch.
Is there any better way that... There's got to be a better way to get in than going through the city. Like, is there not, like, a Pegasus on a balcony? Or, like, can I not, like, go in, like, the day before and sleep in a closet until everything breaks out?
Yeah,
What?
you can definitely. So one thing we haven't talked about yet is how you, like, when you guys are gonna do this. Like, you can definitely have the chaos in the city starting earlier. You can definitely have, like, the rogue sneak
Because
in
once-
a week early.
Yeah. Because once things start, then everything's going to be on high alert. So if I can get in on a balcony that's not
So,
watched...
This is going to be a pretty good giveaway because they don't have those here.
I can fly.
Also, I feel like if we send in
Those also
people...
don't happen here.
Wait, but if we send in people early and then we start doing shit, like you said, they're gonna get on high alert. And
No,
then...
it's just me. And then I sit in a closet for 2 days until everything happens.
When the fuck does, like, any of our plans like this ever go correctly? Never.
This will be the one though. This will be the
Worst case
one.
scenario, you'll end up trapped in the city, in the castle, alone, with no help coming for 2 days.
Guys, come on. If none of our plans work thus far, we're bound to get one statistically right.
Statistically,
very,
one
very
is
soon.
going to work.
This one is the one.
This is the one.
This is the
This is the
one.
one.
Alright, so we'll figure out exactly how Ryan will get in early and exactly when, but she's gonna sneak in early. And you probably actually know a fair number of the servants and things like that from when you worked in the castle, so maybe a combination with Leanne knowing somebody, and maybe there will be a way in. So,
Great.
if you guys are winning, you're gonna tell Atlas to surrender, or you're gonna kill his honey.
That's the threat.
I imagine Elly is going to be the one to deliver that threat, or maybe it's Ryan.
I feel like it should be Ryan. She's had more
Oh, actually, if
contact
you're trying to
with
get
them.
Atlas,
I mean, Raph and I don't get along, so sure.
just kick him in the leg repeatedly. And he's like, "Stop it! Why are you always like this?"
What? Why are you kicking yourself?
Okay, so But to the actual soldiers within the castle, what's the plan? Are you just letting them kind of fight themselves out and focusing on threatening with wrath, or do you want to try to actually, cut them all down? You can send in the big heavy hitters.
I think take down the captains and whatever basic guard guys are there, get them to surrender, and maybe we can put them somewhere.
Okay, so you will accept surrenders from random people?
Sure.
What are you going to do with them?
Put them somewhere.
Yeah?
If you just take one of their legs off, they'll be useless. They'll still be alive. But
That's not really accepting someone's surrender.
sure it is.
We're just gonna take all their legs, and then they can't go anywhere.
No, just one of each of their legs.
One of each.
Left leg if you surrendered willingly, right leg if you surrendered after a bit of a fight.
Yeah, there you go. Both if you're just being a dick.
I mean, or you could take off like their sword arm, like their main arm, or whatever. Okay, like, but just pick something. But you have to make sure that they are unable to fight anymore in this battle.
I mean,
Okay, we're not-
It's not like we have a jail that we can transport them to. We can't lock them up. So you need to
Yeah, it's too bad that
debilitate
this
them.
canceled. It's too bad this castle and palace doesn't have like a dungeon or something.
It's not our dungeon now. It's not ours until we win.
Not yet. It isn't.
I'm just when we win,
Yeah.
then we can stop cutting people's legs off. But until then,
No, we're not gonna cut people's legs off. I'm just saying let's put them somewhere like the burnt ballroom or something. Have someone watch them, or a couple people watching them, and just keep
this
them.
is like you have never seen a movie ever before in your entire life because you know exactly what happens when you do that. You know
Yeah, it goes
exactly what fucking
perfectly well,
happens.
and everybody acts just
Exactly
as they're
the
supposed to.
The question
All the
is,
prisoners sit
Who-
peacefully and they
who are
don't.
you
Yeah.
going to be in this moment of crisis? When you are the invading force, when you are starting a war, you're going to kidnap people's loved ones, you're going to chop off their legs, you're going to lock them in prison. Who are you? when
They're
this
still
war comes?
alive. They're still alive. Don't act like if you have one less arm or one less leg that your life is over with. That's insulting.
It's
Okay?
also insulting to just chop off everyone's arms because they might be a threat to you.
Yeah.
Left hand
That's
or
how you
right hand,
live life.
chop.
You've lost your hand.
Left-handed. All right. Right hand goes off. No, wait.
No way, the other one.
The other one. I need that one.
We'll be fine.
Everyone's gonna become ambidextrous after this.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah?
Everybody will need 2 people if they want to ride a bike.
Yep.
1 person per.
Okay, if you guys don't...
We
if you
like the
guys don't
double
wanna-
bikes. The one
Oh yeah,
leg.
yeah. The bicycle made for 2.
Like, what? Is that
If you guys want to
Oh,
not
that's
have a consensus about what to do about people who are surrendering, that is up to you. That's certainly a decision. That will definitely mean that all of you do different things.
that is also a thing.
Okay. So, no agreement at the moment about what to do about people who surrender.
We'll just put them in Ryan's room.
Closet?
The little closet.
What's
We'll
that
just put them all in the
closet?
closet.
Are
No,
you're
if we
suggesting
put
that
them-
3 people are going to surrender? Because that's about all that's going to fit in there.
Well, no.
We'll
See,
just- we'll just sardine them
No, I was just going to say, like, if it's Atlas's closet, that thing is huge because he's been in it for so long.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah,
that was good.
that's pretty good.
That's good. That was worth the wait. That was worth the wait, Michael.
Yeah.
Save that one up.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so you're going to try to kill off the commanders. You're going to kidnap Atlas's boyfriend. You're not quite sure what you're going to do if people surrender to you. What other kinds of things do you guys want to know what your plan is?
I mean, I'm good. Just
Yeah, I think that's
Okay, So, are you guys planning to kill the Empress?
I mean, don't ask me.
I mean, I've already made a promise to someone that I'm supposed to.
Okay. So,
But
yes.
whether I actually do it is a whole other thing.
Okay. So, yes, you guys are planning on killing the Empress. If anyone gets an opening, they should take it. The Emperor.
I think
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't like the idea of him being around. He gives me the heebie-jeebies the more that I think about it. And now that Anisha has gotten a feel for everything, she's just like, no, the dude's bad news.
So in Dragon Age, there's like a thing where people can take other people's magic and basically like neuter them magically.
Yep.
Is there a thing like that in this world?
I mean, it sounds kind of like he might, if it does, he probably has that ability. My concern right now is knowing he has the ability to take people's bodies over. And if he has that ability, he also has eyes everywhere.
True.
So the moment that anybody starts to strike, he will probably be there. So the sooner we get him out, probably the better. This is also going to be extremely hard to do because he's got eyes literally everywhere. So, and this goes beyond just like diverting attention, right? Because
Yeah.
I don't know, he's got to be powerful enough, just from my own experiences.
So Tiff can make bombs. Can she also make like potions? Like, can she make like a sleeping potion or something?
Mhm.
Something that we can like.
She can make anything that would be, basically, it's all dependent on how strong she is. So if it requires a will save, and her will save is what it is, and theirs is what it is, that's the risk, right? You could certainly say, like, I want whoever is the highest potion maker to make me, like, one super badass sleeping potion.
Okay,
I think that might be the best.
Yeah, let's do that.
So that's on your list. So you want some healing potions. You want some, little bombs, little distraction poofs maybe. But you want one badass sleeping potion for Elly.
Yeah, because Elly, I think you got to be the one to get in there. Because I mean, he's probably going to be really close to the queen.
Yep. So I'll be in charge of this super important sleeping potion.
And I think if I
do not drop it, do not drink it with jam.
Don't do it. Don't do both of those things at the same time. Just like, oh!
I got it in my eyes!
Doesn't work here. Oh no, I'm blind.
Oh no.
That's all blindness deafness is. It's just when you get a sleeping potion in like a specific orifice.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you let me know you're close, I can do something, because he's really pissed at me. So like if I step out and I make like a big show, get his attention, kind of like.
Or can anyone like put like a minor or major illusion or something of you?
Maybe, although I also have a feeling he might be able to see through it. Like we're talking about a really powerful mage here. He didn't get to be where he is without that.
That's true.
But we can try. Like, there's nothing to stop us from trying. But yeah, if I see, like, if you want to give me a signal of something, like I'm close, make a big distraction, I have ways of getting out. My fear is that he uses Tiff, right? Because if he uses Tiff, then he has access to all of her magic.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk to our battalion to see if anybody has any like negating magic. Do we have any kind of artifact or item that negates magic?
Ooh.
I know, that's a big ask.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to say that they brought that. They didn't bring very many objects that would do that, because obviously that's their main weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say they have a box with 2, like, anti-magic fields in it. So you could use them very, very systematically.
Okay. Does that sound good? I'm just trying to think of how to protect my sister. Because I know that Cade would use her against me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we'll be able to get it for at least right now.
You guys are bringing in people you love. I mean, it's a good thing Arsen's not here. He can get himself into trouble.
He would.
He probably is.
Look where he is right now.
You're not fucking in a hotel. It's probably being mouthy. He's hence why we need to get this done.
Yeah, he's like actually like over at the castle, like he's been really lippy and they keep sending him to bed without dinner. So he's just been really, really like throwing the world's biggest grum.
Just a little fast monster.
Yeah. Okay, back to more questions. So we know the plan is if you get the opening, kill the Empress. Kill the Emperor. If you have the opening, do you kill Atlas?
Ryan's not in a good place right now.
Clearly.
Other thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, if you're asking Ariana, she's like, well, he's not really done anything. He's a mama's boy for sure, but that just makes him a coward. And I don't think cowards are inherently...
Well, that's true, but I mean, he also...
Aiding and abetting. He knew what was going on, and he allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
But, I don't know.
And he picked Ryan so that she could eventually be sucked dry by one of his disgusting family members. Sorry.
I am wondering if we can leverage his life in some kind of a way, like use it to our advantage if we get the chance. Because I'm sure his mother...
That's what I was doing. That's what I'm doing.
Well,
okay.
So you're
I'm using Raph to get Atlas.
Yeah, so if you
I'm using Atlas to get to Penelope.
Yeah, to kidnap Raph to get the Atlas, to kidnap the Atlas to get Penelope, you kidnap Penelope to get the Cade, and then you burn everything.
Right.
Yep. Just like the old lady who saw the fly.
I was just thinking that.
Exactly.
I was trying to loop it back around.
Alright, so...
I did write that in the chat, like, 6 hours ago. I did, though.
So, Atlas, the overall thought is we can kidnap him and use him for our own purposes. The last thing I have to ask you, what are you going to do about Tomas? Your dear, like...
Oh, we gotta save him. We gotta save him. We gotta get in there and save him. He is, like, one of the only good people out there. Save him.
So nice to you.
Yeah.
Under the assumption that everybody in the castle is going to fight against us, there has to be people in the castle who will also join us.
I think if we can get to him,
you guys want to have like pamphlets you can hand out, be like why you should join our side?
Yes, mid-battle, we will hand out pamphlets. Surrender because we're cool.
Penelope pays badly. We give dental.
They don't even have dental.
They don't even have dental.
Oof, that's harsh.
Wolf.
They don't have teeth over there.
That is no excuse.
All right, so the hope is that he will not be against you guys, right?
Yep. Yep.
But I think overall it seems like not really worried that Tomas is going to be much of an issue. I mean, he does have all of the ancient knowledge.
Yeah, if you're asking Ariana, she's just like, he needs to be saved. He's one of the good ones. I can feel it.
All right.
And don't resist.
What we will. All right, so Elly has one badass sleeping potion made by the best wizard you guys have. There are 2 anti-magic field orbs. Who has taken those?
I think Tiff and I should have one.
Yeah.
And
I think you guys should have 2.
We should have 2?
You take one, Tiff takes one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm adding that to my inventory.
All right, there you go. And...
You guys are the magic ones. if anybody is going to target someone to take their magic, it's going to be you and Tiff. So people don't know that Ryan has magic, so she doesn't really need one.
How big is this orb? Like, are we talking like softball, racquetball, squash ball, or watermelon?
We're talking dodgeball.
Oh, okay, that's a
Like
big boy.
Like a quaffle.
Like a quaffle, like a
Like a big boy.
like a big boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
like pass him, you know? Like you could also hit him in the face. That's another way to make an anti-magic shield work, is you just throw it at the head.
Just throw it right at the head.
It bounces. Good fact.
Does it make that same like hollow balloon sound? That boom, you know the one we're talking about.
Yes. And then as it falls through, it goes wah, 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 wah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
So, is there anything else that you guys want to try to get from basically in preparation of this? Any more potions that you want to have in hand? Maybe some healing potions? Ryan's like, hell no. No healing. I'm going in hard. You're just like aggressively not planning.
Bite the pillow. I have no fucking time for this. I have no time for this.
War strategy.
It is now.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for Ryan's war strategy.
Okay, so Ryan is taking literally nothing.
She got a rapier. She got both hands still.
Okay.
So that counts, right?
Counts. That's definitely more than some people have.
Exactly.
What's Elly taking? What are you asking for?
Well, I'm getting some bombs, right?
Yep. So you guys, you and I guess Ariana and Tiff and Ben are gonna have some healing potions and some bombs.
Yeah, how many healing potions are we giving out?
Let's say there's 10 to split between you.
Okay. So what, there's 5 of us?
Yeah.
So it's 2 each?
Well, Ryan doesn't want hers, I don't think. Like, that's a conversation. I feel like you were giving out your potions and they drop like 10 and everyone else takes 2 and Ryan's just like,
She's not gonna die. She's healthy.
There's still nothing wrong about taking precautions.
She's never taken a precaution in her life.
Well, maybe you want to start? This would be a really good time. What's the worst that can happen? They find you with healing potions. Oh no, you're even a bigger threat.
Put the goddamn potions in your bag.
Other people need them.
You need them.
You need
I'm
them.
stealthy. People won't find me.
How many times have you passed out in battle because you've been knocked unconscious?
One time.
No.
One time. And,
No.
those blades were poisoned and you know it. Right?
No.
I did not just pass out because somebody stabbed me. That's pathetic. You're going to insult me twice over.
Take a goddamn potion.
Yep. Just gonna throw my hands up. I'm just gonna walk away. No. No.
Slide in there with the
like
child.
awkward anime fight in the background where it's like there's a very serious conversation about like how many, like, we only have this many to last our troops, but we have enough food to last the winter, and then in the background like no.
It's true.
No.
I don't want it. Okay. Is there a compromise here where you take one potion?
I'll take one.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Small one. And then I'm gonna walk away. And then I'm gonna give her the finger.
Oof.
Okay. So everyone has their things. We'll say you all have 3 emergency bombs each. You'll have whatever you
Okay.
need to enact the plan, but you basically have 3 grenades, let's say.
Sweet.
Do a bit of crowd control.
Crowd control.
You said 3 explosions? Like 3 bombs?
Boom booms.
3
Okay.
boom booms.
3 boom booms.
Yeah. Anything else you guys need?
Everyone climbing the wall needs grappling hooks, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So we get some grapples.
Got some grapples.
Okay.
Some grapples?
Just take
Some snapples.
the
Some
strongest and biggest people and make them have grappling hooks to carry themselves up, and let the lightest people fly over on the...
On the hippogriffs? Or no, the
hippogriffs.
I
Hippogriffs.
said quaffle, I screwed you up.
Yeah,
Do not
it's all
send
Harry
Todd
Potter's
in.
now.
Do not send Todd in.
Okay.
Todd is not in this fight.
So, you also have your 3 commanders who have been working alongside of you. Is there anywhere you wanted them specifically to be set? So, Sarita, who's your warlord companion. Do you want her anywhere in particular?
I feel like she would know better than I would.
Alright, dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
Malik, your wizard golem friend.
I think he would be good with... Ooh. Do we want to put all of the magic users together, or do you think we should spread them apart? My concern is getting him across the bridge, because if the bridge breaks, he's going straight down.
He could just walk to the other side.
Yeah, but who knows how long that could take. Right? Like, that's the difference between, you know, how far the crow flies and how fast the fox runs, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Malik suggests that he is kind of intimidating, and that he may be well suited towards scaring people in the streets.
Yeah.
Alright, Team Chaos.
He's a little bit sad that that's true, but what are you
Oh,
I feel that. I like put a hand on his, like, I guess as high as I can, so probably his, like, midriff.
his
and
butt.
then on your other side, the zombie does the same. He's like,
Yeah, man. Team
Yep.
Chaos. This is like little halfling sister team, giant rock monster, and zombie.
One zombie for now.
I'm just
Soon
saying,
to be more.
maybe you guys
Soon
can
to be
start a
more.
band. Maybe.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
We'll
Rock
call
zombie?
ourselves the Twist and Shout. Ooh, the rock zombies.
Rock
Okay.
zombie.
Okay, so he's going into the city. The last one is Karis, your legend warrior friend, who is very proper and is really eager to cut down some royals.
Keep him
Well-
safe.
No preference?
Keep him safe.
I'm gonna need him.
So if you give him and Sarita the options, Sarita suggests that she would like to stay on the far side of the river, and she is going to have a couple wizards stay with her, and they're going to use signal flares with different colors to try to communicate if things are going in a certain direction. And that way she can receive communication from everybody and coordinate.
Okay.
Karis
So-
wants to go over the wall. He wants to get in that castle and start killing people.
Yeah, he does. So
Alright, let's
I'm
do
going to
this.
say seafoam green is everything is good. Lime green is burn everything and run.
Wait, shit. I'm not writing this down.
Then
What are the colors?
forest green
Forest green.
is.
Forest green is, I'm okay, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you? And then purple with a tint of yellow is. What's up, boo? You awake? So,
What's up, Mom?
A baby.
a baby.
A baby.
Just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna say that the bombs that you guys have are gonna do a. How big's a traditional fireball? What's the?
Oh, it's like 5D.
Like 20 feet, isn't
no,
it?
no,
it?
yeah, what's the spread?
Oh, the spread?
Is it 20 feet?
I'm looking that up right now.
It's-
It's a 20-foot radius.
20
Uh-huh.
foot radius, not
It's a sphere.
20-foot radius. That means it's 40 in
Did
across,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
40
so
across.
That's what you're gonna effectively. That's what the bombs are gonna be. Is they're gonna be like a one-off fireball.
wait,
Okay.
so each one is like a fireball.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically like kill everyone in a 40-foot circle.
Yeah.
Great.
Does it do the same damage? Because that's like 8d6.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Right on. It's great. It's great.
Jesus Christ.
And what? We all have 3 of them?
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh. This can only go well.
Just
We're gonna rain
bomb
fire.
People. Just they're blowing shit up.
Yeah.
This is what I've been waiting for.
This is it.
This is it.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes. I would
The
like to answer
orb.
your question.
Oh, I guess I may have already answered my own question, but like,
Rude. I was going to answer the question.
well, let me. So, before Dragon Lady broke the orb, the black orb,
Yeah.
I still had 6 charges in it,
Yeah.
but they're all gone. I'm guessing
Well, they're inside you, inside your heart.
they've been there all along.
They,
So your heart.
No, no, they weren't.
they turned into HP.
Oh, did it? I didn't mark that on my sheet. How much HP do I have now? Because I'm at 34 HP, so like anything can help.
Because you quote unquote have a new class.
Just
No,
have
because
more-
I leveled up in my wizarding class.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you
Because
still have more HP than me?
I think you're doing it wrong.
Fucking armors. I'm using D&D Beyond.
You may be doing it wrong. I'm
Yeah,
just saying because a rogue uses a wizard uses a D6 as the hit die. I
Rogue is
think
like a D8, isn't it?
a rogue is a D8. Yeah. So just on that alone, you should
I'm
have
just clicking the buttons on D&D Beyond, so
What's
look,
your,
I don't.
what's your base?
This is why I hate 5th edition. This is why I like 4th edition.
Stop talking,
And-
please.
It's not
Alright.
edition's fault that D&D Beyond
No.
sucks.
I have a health potion, remember? Who's gonna stab me?
That's the problem. That's the problem, though.
I'm sneaky. No one's gonna stab me. Raph is not going to stab me, okay? Look at the plan, okay? I'm gonna get Raph. Raph's not gonna hurt me. I'm gonna take Raph to Atlas. Atlas is gonna stab me because I have Raph. Then I'm gonna take maybe just Atlas to his mother, and then maybe she'll stab me because she doesn't care about her children, but we'll whatever, okay? But one thing at a time. Regardless, most of this plan, I'm not gonna get stabbed.
Okay.
Okay? Stop being such nervous Nellies, you guys.
All right.
Stop being such nerds.
Live a
you
little.
guys.
Live a little.
Freaking nerds.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? You,
Yeah,
you
fucking nerds. Calm down.
you
Grabs
do
the health
you,
potion,
girl.
breaks it on the floor.
I'll break you on the floor. No, just kidding.
I didn't say that.
I realize
Miss Ellie.
there's one more person we need to figure out where they're going to be on the battlefield, and that's Nicholas.
Oh, right up front.
Right up in that expendable distraction zone. Maybe right in line of fire, actually, now that I think about it.
Right? Yeah.
He needs to like keep up the fog and like all that shit. Like he needs to be up near the front.
Okay, so you want to leave him as like kind of like bridge support?
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Because we do need some kind of a spellcaster
A
there
strong spellcaster, yeah.
to help maintain, and also he can cast like, I'm guessing, like levitation or something like that to get more people over.
He could just be like...
Yeah.
I don't think that spell goes all the way up. It goes up to like a certain amount, and then you have to move for it to go
and
up
then he's
again.
gonna jump. But you get a whole bunch of people standing, and then you get on a
Yeah.
Pegasus, and then you just like elevator them up with your Pegasus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea.
Now we're thinking.
Now we're thinking with bridges or something.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Mhm.
guys? So, you will march towards the city of Caraquette, trying your best to move swiftly and as quietly as you can, with some scouts sent ahead to kill anyone who's at guard towers or kidnap them and kind of, report that everything's fine, basically. Best hope is that those people are going to be really, really good at what they're doing. And you'll have a little bit more time of safety. You begin your march. It is about... Are you going straight there?
Well, I think we would eventually have to divert, right? Because some people are going at one end, some people are going into another one.
Yep.
Yep.
You skirt down towards basically the closest you can get without leaving the trees. And when you get there, probably only a couple hours before Ryan heads off, because Ryan's got to leave a couple days early to make sure he can get into the castle proper. But just a couple hours before Ryan is set to leave, you are called to the commander's tent because Leanne has arrived.
Excellent.
Yep. Going there.
All right. You enter the room. Ben is standing on guard and is looking sort of uncomfortable at Leanne, probably because they were on opposite sides the last time they met. And it's kind of uncomfortable, and Ben's maybe being having to face the fact that he may have defected. Not may have. Is a captain in the enemy army. So they're sort of like eyeing each other uncertainly, like, are you? I don't know. When the three of you come in. Sarita's there as well.
Okay. I wave like.
Yeah, so it's good to see you, Leanne.
You as well. Commander now, I hear. Quite a promotion.
Yep, that's me. Commander.
My aunt took a shining to Elly.
You are very good at convincing people to trust you. I'm glad.
The daughter, she.
I'm glad that's worked out in our benefit.
She's the daughter she always wished she had.
Leanne like visibly cringes at that and like gives you like an oh shit kind of look.
It's like, fucking no, right?
Oh wow, that's like going home. That's like my parents. Did Leanne know that you were a princess the last time you'd met?
I don't think so.
No.
There is a moment when you are reintroduced, because that is the formal way that these meetings start. Where you're like, oh, and of course it comes out that you are Princess of Lunaris, and Leanne's eyebrows are just like, woo.
Like the dad from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, where it's just
they
like
go all the way around and then back up, and then they just kind of like settle back in place.
I changed my name.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Pronouns same or?
Yeah. Yeah, she, her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting. It feels like it's been a while since we've caught up, I suppose. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks, but
Yeah, but what a heck of a 3 weeks, am I right?
yeah, things in the capital have been different.
Status report? What's going on?
Well, it would not surprise you, I'm sure, to learn that Atlas has continued to try to wipe us out. We've been on the run basically nonstop since you left. They've started mandatory curfews in the city, and there are guards marching through the streets every night.
This is good. No, I'm. If we strike during the night, there is a huge chance that we won't have civilians caught in the crossfires if they're quarantined.
That's right.
Right? That's good.
Yes, people have been quite terrified. There have been reports of people being taken, interrogated, some not returning. I hate to admit how close that they have gotten to us.
It might sound selfish, but do you know my parents?
What were their names? Sorry, family name again?
Planchette.
Oh, I did hear that there was a raid on the estate last week. I haven't heard anything else.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Have you managed to get another spy in the castle?
We have... I would hesitate to say spies, especially with the new fear that's been terrorizing the city. We do have some people who have been feeding us a bit of information, but nobody who's taken over from Falcon. We cut to Arsen being like, I don't want to eat your food, I don't want to go in your bed, and I'm staying here. Slam the door.
So glad we brought him. Yep. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay. Yeah, so depending on what you want, if Ryan, you explain kind of that you want to sneak into the castle and try to get close, Leanne is fairly confident that if you ride back together, they will be able to get you at least inside as like a cleaner or something. Once you're inside, they won't be able to offer a lot of support, but pretty sure they can get you in at least.
Fine.
Take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any other specifics? Do you want to modify your plan? Now you want to go at night when there's going to be fewer people around?
I think night is smart.
Yeah.
And also them being more distractions in the city with them. I think that's a great idea.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say about that.
Sure. Leanne spends the next 3 or 4 hours going over the details about the city's lockdown, about when everything happens, about where the patrols have been going, about where most of the raids have been going down, and together you come up with a few good locations to plant some of those bombs in and try to cause some big chaos and some big noise.
Big boom!
Big boom!
Big boom! She liked that boom boom.
Yep, that's it.
That boom boom, yeah.
That boom boom boom.
Okay. Ryan, would you like to take Leanne or sorry, who was Leanne's second in command? Why can't I remember?
I think Leanne was.
Everett
I want to
here
say.
as well. You remember
I wanted to-
Everett, who you cut
Yep.
his
Yep.
head in episode
Yep.
1?
Yep.
Would you like to ride back with them to the castle, or would you like to leave them with...
Oh, wasn't Leanne?
Um,
I guess we should have ran this by Leanne first, but weren't they going to help Tiff and I navigate the chaos of the streets?
Mm-hmm. Yep, so Leanne has made a map for you that lays out kind of where the best places to go. And if you would prefer to... basically, Leanne says, I want to go gather my people, and we'll meet you.
Okay.
Gonna go grab her.
But Leanne can also stay here for a couple more days and can just basically bring you to the safe house where everyone is. Or can ride back with Ryan today.
I think if we know where we're going and we have a safe meeting spot, then it's all good for us.
Yeah, Ryan, you want to ride back with your two best buddies?
Sure. Wait, who am I riding with? Just them two?
Leanne and Everett, and they've got a couple other people too. There's 4 of them who come
Sure,
together.
that's fine.
So the 5 of you will be able to ride around to the outskirts of the city, and then you'll trade your horses.
We only have 2 stones of star speech, right?
Yes, you otherwise need to communicate through
Sending stones, they're not far speech.
Okay, sending stones. Sorry.
They're rocky talkies, by the
Oh,
way.
they're
Rocky
rocky
talkies.
Would you say?
Okay.
Would you say? Well, actually.
Well, actually,
Ouch.
I
Ouch.
don't want to be that person. I'm sorry. I
It's
just
okay. Michael's a right man. It's got to come back at him someday, right?
All the time. Just,
Take one for the team.
I always will. Yeah. Okay, so sending stones.
Okay, so you've got 2 sending stones. You will want to keep in mind that anything magical is probably something that could be picked up, but it might still be worth it to allow you guys to communicate. Otherwise, you will be using light signals.
I think it might be good to give Ryan one. So I hand it over to Ryan. And Ellie, I think you should have one
okay.
because you're like the general.
Yeah, I think Ellie and Penny should have one. I'll be able to hear and see when the explosions start. And I'll know when things are starting.
Ryan, what if Ellie and Ben hook up? How are you going to get the news?
Okay, yeah, that's also fair. That's also fair. That's also fair. That's very fair. That's very fair. If I'm sitting in a closet bored by myself and I need the goss, how am I going to get the goss?
It's
You're
social
right.
isolation. Like, you know how bored this is.
I know. When you need the goss, you can't get the goss. But I'm just saying that, like, if Penny is doing her job and Ellie is doing her, Ariana is doing her job, and Ellie is doing her job, then I'm going to hear this happening. Like, I'll know when it happens.
I also need to know when you're in the proximity of Cade so that I can get his attention.
I mean,
I can't just guess.
Okay. You get one, I get one. Okay. Then Ellie's job is just murder. Murder. Okay.
It's
That's my
almost like
specialty.
what Ellie was built for. Literally
Got it.
murder everyone you've ever met.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Super duper. Okay. So Ryan rides off on a nondescript,
I'm gonna make sure I give Ariana and Ellie a big hug and a kiss goodbye before I go. Just in case.
Okay.
In case you try to get yourself killed again.
Shut up.
What's your passive perception?
My passive
It's 10
perception
plus
is
your-
12.
Awesome.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I give her a big bear hug.
Just a hug and a kiss and then I'm off.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
But
I
it's like a hug and a kiss. But then I'm off.
I put some jam in her pocket.
You don't know this because you rolled a 12.
I didn't roll a 12. A 12 is my passive perception. I didn't roll for it.
Tip also gives you a big hug and like lifts you like a little bit off the ground. Like
Wow.
She's a very tiny
she's very
person.
tiny. Like her face is like your boobs are on top of her head. She's like a little strong man. And gives you a big hug. Ben bows to you and wishes you good luck in his signature gentle voice.
And then I'm gonna tell Tiff, I'm gonna lean down, I'm gonna take her face in my hands, I'm gonna give a kiss on each cheek, and I'll be like, you take care of your sister. And then I'm gonna go. That's it. I'm not doing it.
What, you don't
I'm not doing goodbyes.
not even Nicholas kissing your hands?
He's a tool.
Maybe
He is
a
a
little.
tool for
I'm just picturing like my
Shit.
zombie like
Shit, you're right. Okay. Alright, okay, fine.
Your tool.
I'm in a war against my aunt. Okay?
And Karis, of course, you want to keep him on side.
Yes.
I'm just seeing like you get down the line, the very last person is my zombie. That's just like
You're like, this is why it happens. This is literally why every ruler has such a long waiting line. Like, you have to keep everyone fucking happy. This is bullshit.
Yes, I will flirt with Nicholas a little bit. I'll be nice to care. Okay, right, we're starting a second war after this, okay, people? Get on board. Okay? We're recruiting. Today's the day.
We're already on board.
Today's
Yeah.
the day for war.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I will like air high five Penny's zombie like a
Oh, he totally like closes the distance and like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just his palm comes off.
Like following you for like a long time, just trying to complete the high five as you ride away.
Oh no!
It's still back there. How is it gaining?
It's a fast zombie.
I appreciate the chewy zombie high five sound. He's still coming.
wash his hands. I would. But he doesn't. I don't know. Last time he washes his hands and he sleeps in dirt and I eat with my hands and what if he touched something and then I eat with something and then I put my food in my mouth? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be ridiculous, but honestly, I'm just. Okay. All right. No. Okay. It was an air high five.
This episode is briefly interrupted by Ariana's zombie who says, "Wash your hands." For 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Wash your goddamn hands.
Wash your goddamn hands.
Happy
Forget
birthday
to wash your
twice.
thumb, and then as he does it, he like rips it
And
off.
in between your fingers.
This
All fingers come off.
one.
Oh.
His skin's just coming off. It's like
Like
It's
that.
like
Exactly
peeling.
like that. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
clean off those bacteria, especially if you've been buried.
Right. I'm off.
True.
Alright,
I'm off.
you watch Ryan disappear into the distance, and all you have is to hope that everything will go well. Oh god, why won't it go well? Wait, will it go well?
It never does.
Alright, Elly, Ariana, you have 2 days before you need to start marching for this plan to time up properly.
marching.
I will mention to you that there are some metal and cloth smiths here who are able to give you guys some upgraded equipment. So
Ooh.
if you would like to, let's say, wear the colors of your new... Elly, you're literally a rebel commander. You have to wear their colors.
I want to wear my Elly colors.
Well, actually, that's a good point. Because, like, whether or not, like, do you want to be marching under the colors of,
No. I'm marching under my own colors.
Lunaris and Solaris? That's it. No,
Nope.
so your people are all dressed in Elly colors?
Yep.
Which is, like, what, blue and white?
Andrea would never have that. She would never have that. I'm sorry. There is
He's not
no
here.
way that you would be able to get enough outfits to outfit an army. Yeah.
No, like everyone will be dressed how they need to be dressed, and I wear my own stuff.
Okay. Well, you'll have
'Cause I
one of,
don't
one
march.
of those banner people if you want. I mean, that's not very sneaky, so maybe you don't use the banner person.
I don't need a banner person.
Don't need it.
I'm me, that's
It'd be
it.
a banner day even without them. Okay, anything else that you guys want to do while you are waiting?
That armor thing sounds real great.
Cool. We will coordinate between games, and then you can let everybody know what you have decided to upgrade to.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna look good. And I also want to know exactly what you're looking like. Like, it's not just like, if you get new armor, you have to describe your armor. That's a rule.
That is
Ah.
the rule.
That's a
Right.
standard rule.
Of course.
Yeah. Because I've been in my pajamas this whole time.
No, none of us are wearing pants. Did you forget?
Yeah, this is
Sure.
the no pants party.
This is the no pants party.
Come
so
on, man.
Pay attention. Okay.
my stool would get really cold.
That's
Alright.
why.
Ryan, you are riding off towards the city, and
Yep.
roll me a perception check.
$11.
You guys make it to the outskirts of the city without too much incident, and with only a bit of awkwardness from the fact that you guys have fought each other a few times. And you are brought to basically this house that is outside of Caraquette proper. It is basically in this little almost farming community. So Caraquette, the city, is almost all houses, and then outside of it is tons of farmland. Just like an absolute shit ton of farmland, and the few roads that there are basically clear and clean. The goal here is like nobody can surprise us, is sort of how they built. So you head into this little farming area, go in through a couple back areas, slip between a few buildings, go down underneath the cellar, and you find yourself up inside the city. There's a few people. They get you prepped with some, say, like a black cloak, or maybe like a cloak that would fit somebody who works in the castle. And basically, the hope is that you can sneak in with the cleaners at the beginning of the day. So this is the same day that the attack is happening at night, and you are going to show up in the morning, and hopefully you'll have the day to be able to get where you need to go.
Yep.
You make your way to the entrance where all of the servants come for their morning check-in. It's quite early. It's actually before sunrise when everyone is lining up, and you get in line with everybody. Cool. The person who has been tasked with getting you basically this far is a woman named Beatrix. She is a baker, and she is an older woman who has she has some grown kids. So she's not young by any means. And she seems pretty nervous. Like, you've been picking up on her nerves the whole time she's been bringing you here. Every time she tried to bring up conversation, she's kind of laughs at the wrong point.
It's a lot. I know. And I don't think it will make you feel any better knowing that even if just I say I would never give you up, that probably doesn't mean anything because you don't know me and you don't know if I'm lying, but I wouldn't, if that means anything.
It's not so much you giving me up that I'm worried about.
Into something else.
They've just been... The castle's been real serious lately. Just about everything. Looking at bags, calling people in off the street. I'm sure everything will be fine. You don't even need to roll an insight check to know that she is terrified and does not think everything's going to be okay.
Right. I'm going to take her hands and I'm going to look into her eyes. Oh, this is probably a terribly bad idea. Do I still get the kind of like, this is a bad idea. I've done this before with Desmonda. And I should fucking know better. I should know. I should know better. I have been betrayed in this exact same way before in one of Melissa's other games. Okay? Right? Yeah. Okay?
Players never learn. No, I'm kidding.
Yep. I should know better, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Right. So if I can give just like when I look at her, if I can give like a slight eye shimmer shift, just
like eye magic. Don't worry.
Yes, but only so slight that she thinks that she might just be hallucinating, but so slight that she thinks maybe she's not.
I wouldn't give her hope, but like not so much hope that she actually has hope.
Not so hope that she turns me. Not so much hope that she turns me in.
Yeah, like just enough hope to think I'm special.
But just enough hope that she might actually still have hope. Okay. Something like that.
Give me a performance check.
17.
Okay. Her hands are moist when you take them, and she's a little shaky. And when you do your little flicker, you see the moment she takes it in, and she like looks around for a second to see if anyone else was looking. But everyone seems pretty either focused on their task or standing in line. She looks down at your hands and like is like takes them off her face and just kind of like looks at them like she's looking to see if there's something different about you. What was that?
Things are going to get better. And when things start to get better, don't panic. Find a safe place to hide and let people know that you're not an enemy, okay? Right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Right. You need to be brave and we can do this, okay? Okay.
Okay. She's gonna as you get closer to the front of the line, she's gonna roll a check to try to pretend she's cool. She rolled a 6. So as you are being as she is being talked to, you are pulled aside as well by another guard. Just papers.
Right. So I'm going to like so as we're being pulled aside, I'm gonna like dig my fingers in under her ribs until she starts coughing.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so you're about to so she's being pulled off to talk to one guard. You're about to be pulled off to another. But as you start leaving,
I was going with her.
Yeah. So as they start pulling you away, she starts coughing, and you say, "Oh, I have to."
I'm so sorry. She's been unwell. She's had this terrible cough and it makes her sick sometimes. I've been helping her to walk and just to get to her place in the castle, that's all.
Are you? One of the guards says.
No, she is. I think she must have picked up something in the city. She's been coughing and vomiting and
come into the castle with whoever you got.
Well, I mean, you can send her home if you would like.
They start pushing her out of line. She looks very afraid now. Like she had a plan. Now she's gonna be alone.
It's okay. She's going home. It's right. Just go home. Just go home.
Just go home.
Just go home.
Come back when you don't get the rest of us sick. One of the guards spits at her feet, which is kind of weird because you're like, why are you not? That's not safe. That's not cool, dude. And they both turn to you. One of them says, "Papers now."
Do I have forged papers?
You have forged papers.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see a deception to see if you can convince them that you're this person.
Okay. 11.
They look at the papers and look at you, and one of the guards takes your papers from you and walks towards the guardhouse. The other one stands in front of you, hand on his sword, and says, "You wait here a moment."
Of course. I mean, I'm not in a rush, except that, I mean, I'm supposed to bring Prince Atlas his tea, because, he doesn't drink coffee in the morning, so his last, give me credit for that. He doesn't drink coffee and...
Atlas has for breakfast?
Well, someone should know, or it should sound very true, because it is very true. Which is my point.
Okay. The other guard comes back and says, "Come with me, please."
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You are led up to one of the towers that surrounds the. So basically, there are these individual towers that connect the walls, and you are led into one and up a circular staircase into a room with a desk and two more soldiers. One of them sits at a desk, and he has your papers in front of him. He holds them up and says, "So who are you then?"
I'm Beth. As it says on the papers, that's what.
Your papers are out of date.
I'd heard. I was told not to say anything, that there was some issues with your staff, or something had happened, and there was an emergency to get someone in to look after some of the royal family, and I was called in last minute. This is what they gave me.
This looks suspiciously like a paper we would have given out 3 weeks ago. You telling me you've had this paper sitting for 3 weeks for this urgent matter?
I had a previous position that I wasn't able to leave at the drop of a hat, and I did my best to work with my previous employers to continue to support my family to be able to come here. There was a time discrepancy, but I did my best to get here as fast as I possibly could.
I hope you know you're not getting inside. Not with this.
I only
Who's your supervisor?
came to serve. My supervisor was someone in the kitchen. She's been sent home sick now, so...
Ah, very convenient. So there's no one who can vouch for you then, is that what you're saying?
Vouch for me other than my letter of employment that was sent by you, perhaps slightly longer ago than you would have possibly liked, but I did my best to get here as fast as I could. That's the best that I could have done. And I'm going to just slightly be backing, like, just like slightly casually, like just backing, like, I'm assuming that the door is closed. Yeah, I'm just going to be like slightly like backing like towards the door, like just slightly, like just casually.
Like, are you playing off the idea that, like, I'm scared, or are you just actually trying to get near an escape route?
This is not an escape route. But I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely play that I'm scared.
Okay, alright. As they keep asking you for names, the person who is actually your quote-unquote supervisor when you were here was Evelyn Green. But she didn't... Do you think she would help you or not?
Is she a fucking Desmonda? Then no. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that she thinks that there's enough that could be benefited by helping me. I would hope so, but I...
So you drop her name?
Yes.
Just, like, thinking back to episode, 2, did I piss her off? What did I do?
No. No.
What are her cases?
It's okay. I have a plan B. I have a plan B.
Okay. So you do.
Still kind of like timidly afraid, kind of backing up towards the door.
Okay.
I want to back against the door before this conversation is done.
Okay. Up to you. Do you want to start a fight, or do you want to try to
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, so you're gonna say her name. Be like, please.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Evelyn Green. She knows me.
Yeah.
They seem to react to her name. Clearly she's known. The man at the desk turns to one of the guards and says, "Go fetch Miss Green. We'll see what she has to say about this." and one of the guards leaves, leaving just you and this investigator guy and the guard who brought you up here.
Is it like, please go get to my work? If I'm delayed more than I've already been delayed, I'm just going to be in trouble with maybe, I don't know, maybe even the Empress. But I really don't want, I want to make a good impression on my first day, so...
You said you'd worked here before.
Very briefly, that was
3 weeks ago.
years ago now. Weeks ago now.
Oh, Ryan, you were doing bad on this.
I don't know what my papers say. You didn't tell me what my papers said on them. Did my papers say years? I don't know what my papers said. My papers said weeks? I don't know what my papers said.
He said they looked like they were 3 weeks old.
Oh, then that's my fault. Let's reverse. I was here temporarily, about 3 weeks ago. I did a little bit of kitchen work, cleanup work. I prepared the teas and lunches for His Highness Prince Atlas. I didn't serve them, but I prepared them.
As you're rambling, a familiar woman enters the room. She is very no-nonsense, with her hair pulled back into a tight bun, and all of her clothing is starched to perfection, and she takes one look at you, and her eyes go wide, like she knows what happened. She knows that you escaped, and that, like, part of this whole lockdown in the city to find Arsen is connected to you. Are you gonna do anything to try to persuade her? Like
I'm gonna start talking before anybody starts speaking to her. Okay. Before anybody starts speaking, I'm going. She knows that I was here 3 weeks ago, and I did some slight cleanup and cooking for Prince Atlas, and I did that, and then they delivered that thing. I mean, she was here when I was here, but I mean, I wasn't here very long. But you know, she knows. She helped me cook the meals and told me how to display the prince's food, and I did all those things. So, but it was a temporary position, and then the position was filled, and now the position is open again. So here I am again.
Here I am again in the open, being a good
again.
Remember when you said you didn't want any potions because, like, you could sneak your way through anything? Just remembering that for no apparent reason.
I don't fucking need potions. I will burn this tower down before that.
Jeez. Okay, I'll burn everyone before I use one single healing surge. Okay, let's do a persuasion. Let's see if you can convince her to hear you out.
Can I not use performance? Oh, no, persuasion. Sorry, persuasion's better. Never mind. I take that back. I fucking take that back. I have a plus 11 to persuasion.
That's pretty good.
I get a 28.
Oh, well, that's a lot better than your 11 last roll, so...
Yeah, sorry. Do you know what? The dice aren't fair.
Okay. She picks up your paperwork, looks at it for a second, and then says, "Let her in, I'll have this dealt with." And then she says, "Follow," and walks away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You are inside the castle, but you are known to be there by someone who knows exactly your connection to this place. Meanwhile, Elly and Ariana are marching with the troops towards the city. You spent a couple days trying to, build up your gusto, make sure you're feeling good, and, make sure you got all your wood cut for your emergency boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. you hear a flicker of energy through your troops as you're walking. As in the distance, they start to see the capital city and the castle that's stretching out from beyond the lake.
Yeah, I forgot how big it is.
It's a little bit daunting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your troops are a little bit in, not disarray, but there's definitely like a morale drop. Like most of these people have not been here before, and you certainly have some newish soldiers, and there's definitely a moment of fear. How do you guys inspire them or keep them marching on?
I think this is more your area than mine.
Yeah, right. I mean, I didn't have a speech worked up or anything. But I guess I'll walk through them, and each one I'll kind of like just give them a slap on the back, and I'll make my way to the front.
Okay, so you're giving some good hearty encouragement.
Yeah, and I'll go to the front, and I'm not gonna yell right now because that would be stupid over this. But I'll just tell everyone, have courage. We can do this. They don't stand a chance against us. They've never faced a force like us. We will win this.
Your good old buddy, whose name I can't find now. There it is.
Ben?
Malik.
Malik.
Your rock friend, takes his sword hilt and like slams it against his chest and just like does like a series of like.
Yeah. You buddy.
Give me a roll to see how effective you guys are at.
I guess I will assist by, being like the hype man, being like behind him, being like, well, what?
Whoa, what?
Dude,
What am I
in
rolling?
the house.
Well, what is this? What am I rolling?
Oh, this seems like it might be some kind of performance.
Yeah.
And remember, you got bonuses because you learned how to be a fancy girl.
Yeah, +1.
That's true. I forgot about
That's
that.
a fancy girl bonus.
21.
Wow. The troops begin to march again to the beat of this. Eventually, the beat recedes from people hitting their weapons on their chest and becomes just the beat of their feet. And it is not long before your series of wizards and sorcerers who have fanned out begin casting their fog spells. And you have basically this long strip of fog that's marching towards the city. And you guys are actually in a fairly compact line. So the goal is to kind of mask your numbers and to mask exactly which direction you're coming from.
Okay. I think at this point, Tiff and I will break off. So I'm going to give Ellie a big squeeze and be like, you got this. Stay strong. We're in this together. Please don't die.
You too? Don't forget, if it gets too bad, Penny, run.
Oh, we plan to do that.
Oh, good. Sorry, not Penny. Ariana. Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll just give you a little side squeeze.
Yeah.
Tiff says, why are you gonna run? We got these badass bombs!
Oh, we do have these badass
We're gonna
bombs.
drop it!
Well, it's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to run like hell.
How many of the troops are you taking? 10? 20%?
Us? I don't think we're taking too many. I think we're just taking enough to cause some chaos. because we want to be sneaky.
Okay.
I don't want to take too
How many
many.
soldiers you taking? Give me 100,
Oh,
200,
what?
1,000?
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Like a couple hundred?
Sure. Yeah, and we can just like fan them out in guerrilla warfare. This thing.
Yeah.
All right. 200 of you will meet up with what Leanne has to offer, and you will be able to march into the city and start causing some bombings. You skirt around the edge of the lake. I guess it's a lake. And you guys will have, unfortunately, now your troops are somewhat in the open for about 3 hours of marching.
Great.
So
And the fog.
and you have fog, but it's there's only so much you can do, right?
Yeah.
Everyone stay low.
Everyone stay low, everyone stay fast, and you're gonna try to get there as quick as you can.
Yeah, stay fast, Dagger.
Thankfully, the group that's shot off to the side that's gonna sneak into the city, you guys have decided to go south, and there's actually some high banks to the lake near there. So since you have smaller numbers, you'll actually be able to get by pretty well. Ariana, do you want to give me a roll for how effectively you guys get to your entry place, basically?
Yeah. What kind of a roll is that going to be?
Ooh, it's not quite survival yet. It's probably going to be, I'm going to say it's stealth. Because you guys
Okay, I can do stealth.
Yeah, you're trying to make your way there without,
Yeah, I can do stealth.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Stealth, eh? That's a 16.
Okay.
Okay.
And Tiff is with you, so Tiff will get a roll too. Well, we're gonna say Tiff doesn't matter because she rolled a 1. Tiff is just like falls and she's like, my leg! Call the police!
That's our tip.
Okay.
That's our tip.
So you guys make it to the edge of the city, to the same little farming area where Ryan snuck into the city, and where Leanne has left one of their people to help you get through. Unfortunately, there are also some guards waiting. They have seen you coming.
Oh. All right. Well, I was going to send my zombie in there.
Go, zombie, go!
Go, zombie, go!
Go get him, boy! Go get him!
Go get him!
Get him. So,
Give one down.
then we have Elly, whose troops are marching towards the water. Elly, can you give me a... You're not going to do stealth. I don't... no, stealth might work for you, actually.
Okay.
Let's do a survival check.
Yeah, let's do survival check.
Yeah, let's do survival check. Let's see how well you utilize the forces to make sure that your people stay hidden and that most of them make it.
22.
Not too bad. So, thanks to Sarita's help, you managed to communicate through some flares of light in different colors along the back of the troops, so you guys can all kind of see each other, but the people further on can't see what you're saying. And what ends up happening is you manage to basically fake this as a natural fog for longer than you probably should have. Like, whoever is on guard duty was just like, oh yeah, that's just fog, look at the way it's moving, right? Like, it's the way it's following the currents, and like,
yeah.
it's real fog coming in over the water. And you guys get almost to the water's edge before you hear the sound of basically arrows shooting at you. I'm gonna say it's arrows.
Nice.
So that's where we're gonna leave it for today. Ryan is being led into the estate, but is under guard from Evelyn Green, who, was the nanny for the princes. So, see how that goes. Ariana has a couple of guards who are going to cause a little bit of chaos, and hopefully you can get them down before they manage to sound an alarm. And Elly's troops have just been sighted, and now people will begin to die. Next time
On Darkness and Dragons.
Woo!
on Dead Guys and Dragons. Wait,
Yeah.
That's it.
we did have some darkness. We've had one dragon. I'm working on
We
it.
have.
Okay? I'm working on it.
Come on, guys. Give me a little bit of. Jeez.
More dragons.
Always more dragons, right? Like, there's never enough dragons.
Never enough. Dragons.
Only if they're on our side. I don't want any dragons
No
if they're
enemy
not
dragons?
on our side.
No nenemies?
No anemones?
No anemones.
No anemones.
Anemones?
As always, thank you all for tuning in. You can join the Darkness and Dragons community by following us on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to find more of me online, you can wash your hands and then go to The Feminist Gamer or the XP Billionaires podcast, where I post every Friday. Laura.
Dark Moon Dice. Everything is just Dark Moon Dice.
And people should. What's your ask?
Look at my dice.
No, I meant like hand washing.
Jeez, come on.
Oh, yes. Wash your hands and sneeze into your elbow.
There you go, elbow sneeze.
2.
Every time
Cough
you sneeze into your
elbow.
Ryan gets 1 HP.
Don't cough on your hands.
She loses one then.
Right, cough. Cough near your elbow.
There you go.
Spread less germs that way. I don't know. What the fuck kind of advice is that? Sorry. Do my best.
Sarah.
You can find me on The Odds Collector on Instagram or Sarah Snowmobile for my personal, because I barely post anything. Why not follow me?
Do it.
And wash your hands while you do it.
Wash your
Why
hands while
not?
you follow. Don't listen to Elly. Mud is not a suitable soap.
Not at this point in time.
Michael.
Notes reviews, YouTube channel. I think I just posted my masterpiece on there this morning, so y'all should check that out. I'm very proud of it.
High praise. What's the name
High
of the video?
praise. It is the Shags, the Philosophy of the World album review. You need to watch it.
The video.
It's just, the video. On Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Sing happy birthday to Rihanna. That's how I remember. Twice. You gotta do it twice.
Or the chorus to Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Practice social and physical distancing, because that's key. Digital hugs only. That's right.
And lick no one.
Critical information. Our character art is done by Carly Art, and our music is Threshold by Poddington Bear. Thank you guys again for joining us tonight, and have a great night.